Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Yesterday, I jumped on the early reporting of Ncuti Gatwa being cast as the new Doctor in the upcoming, what we hoped would be the restoration of Doctor Who after Dr. Karen Jodie Whittaker was finally going to regenerate her way to hell. Now, because I decided to do it early in the day, and also because I wanted to get it done before Roundtable so that we could have a discussion on Roundtable. I wanted my thoughts out there for the panel and I got together. I, of course, then leave myself open to the developing story as the day went on. Now, yesterday was the BAFTA Awards over in England. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's an award show. Okay, whatever. But, wow. Boy, I'm out. I was ready to give them a chance because the opening gambit, the opening salvo from Ncuti Gatwa and Russell T Davies before they went on their interview spree at the BAFTAs, it had a little speck of hope. And I know that some of you are saying, "Oh, Adam, you naive son of a bitch. You had hope. You had hope." Ha! I did a poll yesterday on the Roundtable where most of those who voted said they don't care anymore. And some people were like, well, whatever. We're done. And I said, oh, come on, there's a little hope. And Mike, OBG70, on the panel said to me, dude, this sounds just like Rafe Judkins' Wheel of Time. They're saying everything you want to hear. And I'm like, well, we'll wait. I'll not so much wait and see, but let's see if they're going to get rid of the Timeless Children. Then that's the out. But nope. When the Roundtable was done and I was taking it easy between the end of the show and dinner, Gary from Nerdrotic decided to finally weigh in the day. And, of course, Gary is an actual Whovian. I'm just a casual Doctor Who fan. But Gary is a hardcore Whovian. He is Doctor Who, next to Lord of the Rings, is his one true love franchise. So I was anxious to see what Gary had to say. And Gary decided to do a live stream, not just a video, do a live stream. And he walked us through the various interviews that Russell T Davies and Ncuti Gatwa did at the BAFTA's red carpet. And the farther he got in with the videos, ending on this particular one right here, the look on his face, the look of utter sadness that it really is over. That what they're saying, they say a few good things, but then this video right here, this interview with this complete and utter airhead of a human being who needs to probably remind herself to take a breath every 5 seconds, it shows it's over. Doctor Who is over. So let's take a look. It's about 20, 30 seconds here of them talking. She's going to ask a question, and it's not about Doctor Who, but it shows you the mindset. Ncuti's answer and Russell T Davies nodding like a monkey, and then his own response to a secondary part of the question. So let's take a look at this, and this is where, in my opinion, Doctor Who is officially over. They are not going to retcon the Timeless Children. They are not going to do anything to move away from the agenda the BBC set down, even though Russell T Davies now works for Sony, not the BBC. But let's listen to this.
Of you up for so many awards today. It's really celebratory because TV has meant more than ever, I think, over the last year, the last couple of years. What has it meant to you?
I have just
Here it comes.
loved seeing the strides taken in terms of representation, and
I don't even need to say anything, do I? The man's speaking for himself.
think like there's a lot more that we can do.
There's a lot more than we can do. What I say? A lot more than we can do.
A lot more. There's a lot being done.
Yeah.
A lot being done. See, body language is a big thing. Let's take that out of the equation. a lot that is going to be done. Russell T Davies is writing the show. And at one point in another video, in another interview, he said, I'm just going to do what Russell tells me to do. This is Russell T Davies, the man who rejuvenated Doctor Who, the only man who had a chance to save this franchise. His body language indicated that Russell has already told him where they're going with the narratives. And those are the narratives where they're going to go. Plain and simple. Representation, diversity, inclusion, political ideology. Russell T Davies is a man of the left. He's a man of the left. He's a man of the BBC, as we're about to see in a moment.
There's a lot of wonderful things being done. But yeah, just seeing the diversity on screen.
Seeing the diversity on screen. This is all they care about. Up until this point, other interviews have been talk about, I'm honored to be in Who, honored this, honored that. I'm going to respect the character. I respect everybody came for me. This is all they care about. They don't care about telling a good Doctor Who story anymore, and that's all we asked for. I don't care that he's black. I don't care that looks like he's a member of the alphabet community. I don't care. Didn't matter. All I wanted was Doctor Who to return to form, to pre-Jodie Whittaker, where they just tried to tell good stories, even though they fell apart on Capaldi. It was still Doctor Who for the most part. That's all I wanted was the madman in the blue box with a companion or two that weren't also agenda-driven, telling me fun out of this world's stories. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I don't want your goddamn agenda stuffed into a franchise that I enjoyed.
Is been great in pushing that. Yeah.
I feel like
Pushing agenda, right there. Pushing agenda has been great. Diversity, inclusion is agenda. It's left-wing, fascist, Marxist agenda. SJW woke intersectional identity politics agenda. It has been pushed in. And he is perfectly okay with it, which means Russell T Davies is the one who's okay with it, because he is now a mouthpiece for Russell T Davies.
we've all got a lot bolder with the messages and the conversations that we're opening up using TV, via TV. Where do you think we're at now? How important is that now?
I think we're in a good place.
How important is TV now? Listen to Russell's answer here.
We're in a worrying place. I think we've got a government that's about to sell Channel 4.
Now, if you're not familiar with this, the BBC is about to be defunded by the British government, which means British citizens are no longer going to be funding the radical agenda that the BBC has been fostering upon them for years. Now the BBC won't have its bottomless pit of money to keep pushing out their ideology upon the masses. People have had it. They've told their representatives, and the representatives are acting. Now Russell is saying, no, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. The BBC is good. The BBC is right. The programming the BBC is forcing down your throats is correct.
And has said that the BBC license fee comes to an end in 2027. So, you can have all your television programs sponsored by Cadbury's, but they won't be as good.
They won't be as good. The BBC not on giving you your agenda won't be as good. That tells you all you need to know at this point. That's it. That's it. This tells you everything we need to know. Russell T Davies is down with the agenda. And until somebody tells me otherwise, this means Doctor Who is officially dead. I'm probably going to delete the 11th Doctor theme that I love from Matt Smith era by Murray Gold. I love that theme. I'm probably going to delete it now off my music library because I can't listen to it. Because unlike something like Star Wars, which can be made the argument, or even Star Trek, which can make the argument that at a certain point, what they've been fostering on us for the past decade diverged from the original series, the original content, the original source material. Star Wars, the EU, for 28 years, had George Lucas monitoring it, involved in it, which makes it real Star Wars. When Disney bought it, they threw everything out, and they diverged from George. So you can honestly say There's a point where it stopped being real Star Wars, and we can still celebrate real Star Wars, and there's still hope that maybe someday a better custodian will come along and restore it to its place. Star Trek, you can say that JJ Trek was the breaking point where it splintered the timelines, and that you could stop, unfortunately still, you could stop at Nemesis and still say that that is still Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek with the faith and the hope and the belief. And after that, everything since JJ Trek, Discovery, Picard, Strange New Worlds, and all the other crap, that's not real Star Trek. It's all bad fan fiction made by people who hate Star Trek and hate the fans. There's a stopping point. You can say, and maybe somebody then will hopefully come along and restore it that can go back to that point before JJ Trek and say, okay, here's the story after Nemesis. You could still say that. That can still be said. You can't say that about Doctor Who, because Doctor Who is the oldest science fiction franchise in the world, coming up on 60 years. And yes, those who originally created it are long gone, but for a good 50 of those years, the custodians who kept taking it over kept with the faith. They kept with the core, the lore, the source material. It was still the Doctor. Even Moffat's final run with Capaldi, deep in there was still the Doctor. Capaldi was still the Doctor. William Hartnell was still the first Doctor. But as soon as Chibnall took over and Dr. Karen Jodie Whittaker came on the scene, well, it was over at that point because they rewrote the canon. There's no backup. There's no previous version that we can reinstall with this franchise. Russell T Davies had a moment right here where he could have said, where we could have hoped he was going to reload us, reinstall the previous version. We'll call it 12.1. Because Capaldi was the 12th Doctor. We could hope he was going to install 12.1 and go from there. But no, clearly we are in Agendaville. He is loading up 13.2 because this guy's not the 14th Doctor. It's just another version of probably just gonna be another version of Dr. Karen Jodie Whittaker. It's dead. I'm not gonna watch it. I was ready to give the first couple episodes a go. Done. I'll leave it to the hardcore Whovians to give it the initial taste. I'll check out Gary, Az, Mahler. I'll check out what they got to say, because those are the Whovians that I follow. And when they tell me what I suspect is the inevitable, then I got to take Doctor Who and all the love that I had for it over the years since I was reintroduced to it in 2005, because I got a little bit of Baker back in the day, but I was, like many, I was reintroduced to it in 2005. When this happens, I'm going to have to take all of it, I'm going to have to fold it up, and I'm going to have to put it away. Just got to put it away in the back of my memory and try and memory hole it, because it can never come back. It will never come back. And it's sad. This is a true and complete loss to the woke mob, to the SJW virtue signaling cunts. I'm going to say cunts. That's what they are. All right. Sad day, guys. Sad day.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser.
All right, I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be much appreciated. And if you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I'm here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic. Because facts and logic don't care about your fee-fees. Hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching. And please, I love real comments. You don't have to agree with everything I say, and that is perfectly fine, because normal people can have different opinions and still get along. We are not Stans or SJWs who are complete and total cowards behind keyboards who regurgitate their pre-downloaded responses to everything we say. I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think. And if we continue to ignore them, they will lose their fabricated power and fade away. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Larys, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarai, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.